do you know what expanders are? Well, when it comes to the breast prosthesis world, if you've had a mastectomy and you're looking for reconstruction surgery, sometimes your surgeon may put expanders inside your body, and every month they pump up the expanders to gradually stretch the tissue in the breast area so that they can now do reconstruction months later, and there's enough tissue to work with. I'm not a doctor or a nurse, but this is what I understand to be correct. So every month you go in and the size of your expander would change until you're ready for reconstruction. So that poses a little bit of a problem when you're trying to match the girls. Hi, I'm Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique, and I have to say the people who make breast prosthesis think of everything. So you can imagine if you have your natural breast here and your side that's being reconstructed, it's going to start out very flat and then gradually get bigger and bigger. So how do you buy a breast prosthesis to fit? Because if you buy one that fits initially and then it gets your breast tissue underneath gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it's going to be too big. And you can't buy a new breast prosthesis every month because that's just crazy. So what do? Well, there are expandable breast prosthesis. This is what we call a full prosthesis because it's kind of thick, but you can get ones that are much thinner. And what happens is it's got this extra little piece here, and you fill it with fiberfill. Fiberfill is just like cotton batten that you would put in a pillow, for instance. I guess you could really fill it with anything soft. And the idea is that it starts out very, very full, and then as your expander gets bigger, this gets smaller and smaller and smaller and flatter until it's a good match, until you don't have to wear this anymore because you've had your reconstruction. And as I said, this one is a full prosthesis, but they come much more shallow if you need it, and that would be a partial, but it's the same idea. So these will, instead of expanding with you, they will actually get smaller and smaller and smaller as needed, which is a phenomenal idea. And there's different kinds. This one, you literally put the fiberfill inside this little opening. Some others have a pump where you pump it up with air. You know, everybody has their preference, I suppose. I've also had a lady who came in who had her surgery a long time ago. She didn't have reconstruction, but she had one remaining breast, and her breast size would literally fluctuate up to 2 sizes every month. Sometimes it would be up, sometimes it would be down, and she was really frustrated because there was, just a week or two during the month that her breasts were even, and she was like, what am I going to do? So this was a really good option for her. She was able to adjust her breast prosthesis as she needed it, and she was absolutely thrilled. She said, for the first time, her girls were going to be even all the time. So, the people who make breast prosthesis are very, very smart. Let me know if something like this is helpful to you. Like, would you wear an adjustable breast prosthesis, and why would you need to? These are also really good for when you're buying for somebody overseas. So I get that a lot, where a family will come in and say, hey, my relative had a mastectomy. This is the size bra they wear. Can we get a breast prosthesis? And they can't change it later. So first of all, most people wear the wrong size bra. But even if they have the right size bra, depending on the chest wall, it's really hard to say what size they're going to be. So an adjustable breast prosthesis is really helpful when you're buying for somebody who can't be there with you or can't be here in my boutique. So let me know if you think that there is a better way to do this, or what you think of the adjustable prosthesis. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, comment down below. We really appreciate your support. So please join our community. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.